what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So the prejudging for the EVLS Prague Pro just wrapped up. Actually, a couple hours ago. It was at like 6 in the morning Eastern time. But the final should be starting here in a couple hours. So this looks to be kind of the result that we expected. Your top four looks to be Nathan Diasha, Samson Dauda, Michael KRIZO, and actually Rubiel Mosquera. So a lot of people are wondering, where is Horse MD? Horse MD was not here. He just put out a statement a couple minutes ago, so a couple hours after prejudging, and he said in the YouTube video and on his Instagram post, if you translate it, he says, from last night until now, I had a lot of vomiting and diarrhea, and he said he's medicated and everything, he's fine, and he will explain in a video, but thanks for the messages, and he will try to get back to them this week. So that's why you didn't see Horse MD here. That's why he's not in the top four. I think had he competed and had he been healthy, he likely would be, and I think he probably would have filled in Nathan's spot. So this competition looks to be between Samson Dauda and Michael KRIZO, which is kind of what we expected, the two highest Olympia placers. But I think Rubiel Mosquera is doing really well here. I think if you look at these pictures and you look at Rubiel in the side shots, he actually looks really strong in the side poses. I think his back poses are a little bit weaker, and then from the front, you can see his imbalance a little bit more with the leg to upper body ratio. He kind of has that big Ramy effect earlier in Ramy's career, where his lower body was just so big, it really threw off the balance and proportion of his physique. And that's kind of what you have with Rubiel, but he's got some really strong poses. Like I said, I think looks really good from the side. I think his conditioning actually does hold up pretty well here, especially in those side shots. You can see a lot of detail and feathering in his legs from the side, but I think overall, when you put him in the front and back shots, that's where he kind of loses a little bit of his momentum. I thought he had a really good abs and thigh, though. But I actually do prefer Rubiel to Nathan Diasha here, and I think Nathan might be battling for fourth again. And Rubiel, I think, will likely be third. I think the battle between KRIZO and Samson, though, I think that's your pretty solid 1 and 2. KRIZO's conditioning was actually pretty good here. I think he might have looked slightly better than the Olympia, but to me, it looks like, as expected, Samson Dauda is going to take this one home. And I think that Samson looks really solid here, actually. I actually prefer this look. I don't know if it's the lighting, but I prefer this look to last week's look in Romania. I think Samson looks really good. I think, to me, he looks a little bit tighter here. So my prediction based on this would be Samson in first, KRIZO in second, possibly Rubiel in third, and Nathan in fourth. And again, I am very impressed with what Rubiel did here, and we kind of got a back-to-back, very similar pro debut thing here. Horse MD last week taking a top 3 spot, really solid pro debut for Horse MD. And it looks like Rubiel might take a top 3 spot at his pro debut as well. And even though neither of those pro debuts were a win, I think they're a win in their own way. I mean, the fact that Rubiel came in here, winning the amateur show yesterday to get his pro card and jump straight into the pro show, and he's able to get a top 3 spot, I think is pretty impressive. And I think, we saw this size from Rubiel, and that's the thing that a lot of people were talking about. He's kind of a freak in terms of just his muscularity. And I don't know exactly what he weighs, but now that you see him on stage next to a guy like Samson, next to a guy like KRIZO, Nathan Diasha, but especially Samson and KRIZO, these two guys, they're big guys. They're mass monsters. They're some of the biggest guys in open bodybuilding in the pro league right now. You put Rubiel next to him, and again, especially in those side shots, he looks big. So he does hold his own, but I think he needs to fix that imbalance a little bit of the upper body to lower body, and I think the back is some of the weaker shots for him as well. But I think a really solid appearance for Rubiel overall, and I think he probably will do pretty well in the pro league, but will he qualify for the Olympia? Will he be a top 10 Olympian? I think these are questions for a little bit further down in his career, but I think this is a really strong start for him. And I was impressed by his conditioning, how he looked next to these guys. Like I said, I think KRIZO and Samson were actually in pretty good shape here, even compared to both their Olympia packages. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win, and what are your top 4 placings in order for men's open bodybuilding? Now, next up, you also had Classic Physique here. You guys knew that Urs Kalsinski was going to be doing this show as well as the Texas show that he did last week. So he won Texas. I think it's pretty safe to say that Urs is going to win here. I do think, though, that he looked sharper at the Texas show than he's looking here, but I think it's definitely going to be Urs's show to lose, and it looks like it's definitely going to be between him and Michael DeBoule. But it looks like Urs is the clear winner here. So I don't think we're going to have a super surprising result in either of these two divisions. But again, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Urs Kausinski is going to take this one home? I think this is a pretty solid one for Urs. But Michael DeBoule, incredible conditioning here, and I think will be a solid second place. Alexander Westermeyer will be in third place, I think. So, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And then we'll talk about finals probably in a couple hours here. So make sure you click that bell notification icon. Stay tuned so you don't miss it. And as always, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power signing out. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Also, check out my Instagram at NickStrengthPower. My Facebook page, which is simply Nick Strength and Power. My secondary YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Vlogs, for vlogs and bonus content that you will not see on this channel. And consider subscribing to my third YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Pokemon, which is all things Pokemon and trading card games, completely unrelated to this channel. So if you're into that, give that one a look. And all links to merchandise and social media will be in the description box below. If you guys want a Nick Strength and Power t-shirt, that will be in the Shopify link below. Have a great day.